Come on, guys, let's go from a corner. Please, Royce. That's a good ball played in. It's Memphis Depay with the header and it's in. We've done it, guys, in the 90th minute of all the players. It's Memphis Depay. There we go. Memphis Depay now on the attack once again. We're creating some good chances. Depay gets the shots off and oh my god, Memphis Depay with a monstrous effort to put us into the lead. Hey guys, how is it going? It is S2G and welcome back to another episode of the Borussia Dortmund Career Mode series. Today's episode is absolutely massive. The January transfer window is now open, which means we can now make improvements to our squad and I genuinely can't wait. Potentially bringing in a striker, maybe of course a cam, and of course maybe even improving that defense. The opportunities are endless for us to try and improve this Dortmund side. Although we've got a budget of only about 12 million euros, I found a way to try and increase that, at least hopefully. So a lot's to be done in today's episode transfer wise. We also got some tricky games, especially one against RB Leipzig. But yeah, today's episode, it's all about transfers to try and improve this team so we can compete in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League going forwards this season. So if you guys are excited for today's Borussia Dortmund Career Mode episode, smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you're watching my content for the very first time, do subscribe for more FIFA 19 Career Mode videos. I don't really know why, but I rarely plug my social media accounts like Twitter and Instagram in my YouTube videos, which I guess shouldn't be the case. You know, I'm a YouTuber, I should be doing these kind of things. So you know what, we're gonna do it now. Follow me on Twitter, links will be in the description below. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 follower mark on Twitter, so if you guys can drop a follow, that'll be awesome. And also Instagram, you want to follow me? Go ahead, links in the description. Straight away, guys, let's get into some transfer business. So we've just received a transfer offer for Schmelzer. Now, we already have Mendy in our team, but you know what? He's a good backup option. You know, we don't need to sign a backup left back. We can just keep Schmelzer. And for 7.5 million, I'm not too worried about this. So we're going to reject this offer and keep Schmelzer. Our budget right now is pretty terrible. Let me just say that 12 million euros is not really enough to bring in the players I want. And if we need to bring in players, we got to either sell the likes of Götze and Toprak, or we need to just find another way to, you know, generate the funds. And we have actually managed to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back a few players who are out on loan, like of course Sebastian Rode, and I'm going to immediately put him on the transfer list. The same thing I'm going to do with of course Shinji Kagawa. And also, where's he gone? There you go, Schürrle as well. We're going to do that. It's cost us a lot of money, this, you know, bringing them back. But I'm hoping we can sell all three of them. That should generate us quite a bit of money, at least 30 or 40 million even. And then we should be able to, you know, bring at least one or two good signings without selling any players. So it's a bit of a trick we found out. I asked you guys if we should do it and most of you guys wanted me to. So there you go. Let's see what happens. The funny thing is, if we are unable to sell those three players, we're basically not going to be able to sign anyone because now our budget is down to 8 million euros and just 68,000 in our wage budget. So we are taking a massive risk here. I'm just hoping it pays off. Before we get any further, let's get done with the press conference. And if you guys want to get involved, make sure to drop in your questions down in the comments section below. Do you think you're going to win the Champions League? Honestly, I have absolutely no idea. We could actually get knocked out by Liverpool because we know Liverpool are a really good team. Probably one of the best teams in the world right now, at least in FIFA because of, you know, their attack and defense. So I'm not sure what's going to happen against them. And I'm not even thinking about winning the Champions League. My goal for this first season with Dortmund is to get to the semi-finals and just see how we do. I think season 2 with Dortmund is where we're going to decide to, you know, go for the Champions League. So winning it, I'm not even considering it, guys. Next question, Dortmund haven't kept a clean sheet in over 2 episodes. Do you blame the defense of Berkey? And if so, who will you choose to replace the problem? Honestly, the defensive problems were basically me not defending properly. I guess that's the best way to put it. No way I'm selling either Akanji or Berkey. And I know a few mistakes were made by Akanji in, you know, the previous episode. But overall, he's been so good for us. And if you actually look at the Bundesliga table and see how many goals we've conceded, it's the fewest in the league. Our defense is absolutely alright. And of course, in case we get a great offer for Toprak, only then I'll decide to improve the defense. So for now, I don't think our defense is of any sort of problem. I mean, we've conceded the least amount of goals, so give the defense a bit more credit. Moving on, do you think Memphis Depay will be your best signing? I mean, I can't say much about the future, but at least so far, it is Memphis Depay by a huge margin. He's been far better than Yusuf Poulsen, and Depay is just unbelievable in this game. You guys saw what he did in the last episode, you know, 10 goals and 3 assists now in 20 appearances. He's having a blast this season. I mean, 9 goals in 14 games in the Bundesliga. He needs to step up a bit for us in the Champions League, but so far, very impressed with Depay, and yes, indeed, he's our best signing. But that could change depending on who we bring in this window. That's it for today's press conference. Let's move on. The vote for the player of the episode was so close last time around. I mean, 51% to Memphis Depay, and yes, indeed, he wins the award, but 49% to Royce. I thought Depay deserved it. He was superb in the last episode, scored a 98th minute winner and an absolute golazo in the final game that we played, and overall, I feel like Depay deserved to win this award. So there you go, you guys voted for Memphis Depay as your player of the episode. Okay, this is super interesting. Inter have shown interest in purchasing Mario Götze for a fee of 24.9 million euros. That is not good enough in terms of money. I mean, we received better offers in the last window, you know, about 30 million from Madrid. But I'm going to try and negotiate with Inter Milan and see if we can get more money. Let's see how this goes. I'm willing to sell Mario Götze just because we've got Royce in that position. So Götze is basically backup, and we don't need an 82 rated backup player. You won't believe this, guys. I accidentally rejected this. I'm an absolute moron. I'm considering not putting this in the video because I'm sure the comments are going to slate me for this. How have I just rejected this? Oh, I'm an absolute idiot. Okay, this is brilliant. We've received an offer for Toprak for a fee of 24.4 million euros. I'm not sure if that is good money because I want to try and negotiate and, you know, get it up to about 32 million euros or something. So we'll see what happens. This time, I'm most definitely going to click negotiate because the last time around, we kind of made a mistake and rejected the Götze offer. I kind of feel like Real Madrid, you know, doing that fax machine error. But anyways, let's see what we can get for Toprak. Okay, so I'm proposing a new transfer fee, 31 million euros for Toprak. Let's see what they come back and say. I'm hoping they'll accept it, but I'm not sure. 24.4, Villarreal, come on, you've got to be paying more than that. Let's counter, another proposal, come on. Let's make it 29. This is so stingy from me, but we need the most money possible, guys, because we're not a rich club like Man City or something. We need as much money as we can get. Well, there you go, 29 million euros for Toprak. That is acceptable. And let's see how much money we'll end up getting after this deal goes through, if this deal goes through. But I feel like we've done great here. Guys, this makes absolutely no sense, because Yusuf Poulsen cannot be sold this window. Come on, he's been at the club for 6 months now. This is not fair. I want to sell him and get the funds to, you know, make another signing. Oh no, we've got to be with Yusuf Poulsen for the rest of the season. Oh, that's going to be tragic, isn't it? Paco Alcacer now has a big job, but man, this is frustrating. We just cannot sell him. Okay, this is another big offer for a player I am looking to sell for Schürrle. 9.3 million coming in from Roma. Of course, we're going to try and negotiate to get the price up a bit. Okay, so I don't want the Roma guy just leaving the room and, you know, rejecting us. I'm going to be putting in 11 million counter offer. I feel like that's fair for Schürrle. Let's see what the Roma representative comes back and says. There you go, 11 million for Andre Schürrle. We don't really need him, so he can leave. And here comes the money, guys. Toprak has been sold. Schürrle has been sold. We've just received an offer for Kagawa. Zagadou wants that spot for Toprak, but of course we're going to sign another centre-back. We'll still give him a few games here and there though, but we've got to sell Kagawa as well to Man United. He's going to be making a return to Man United. That's interesting. But apart from that, guys, I also want to see my budget right now. 40 million euros. That is impressive, guys. That is very impressive. Again, I think career mode is a bit glitched because your budget doesn't get added up, which is so frustrating. But it is what it is. There's nothing much we can do. Well, let's try and get rid of this man as well. Shinji Kagawa, 12 million coming in from, of course, Man United. I'm going to negotiate to try and get this up a bit. Proposing a new transfer fee. So I'm going to counter with 16 million euros just to see what United just come back and say. I know it is a bit of a big offer. They're only willing to offer 12.1. That's frustrating. Do I accept this or not? You know what? I am accepting it. I don't want to play around. I want the money as quickly as possible. So there you go. Looks like Kagawa will be making the move. So we've sold Kagawa and Schürrle. Do we have anyone else to sell? I'm not sure. Wow, this is a big offer in my opinion. Milan have shown interest in purchasing Rode for 9 million euros. What's he valued at? Probably not a big offer to be fair. He's valued at about 8 million euros. So we're going to counter and try and negotiate to get a bit more out of this deal. Maybe 11 million like how we've done for the previous transfers. Let's see how this goes through. Countering with 12 million, I'm trying to be a bit cheeky, you know, the extra money could really help us, so let's see what happens here. 12 million euros, they're willing to pay 11.2, you know what, I'm going to accept this, so Milan, you can have Sebi Rode. Well, Spurs want Piszczek, and you know what, I'm happy with him being one of our backup right backs, so at least for now, we won't be looking to sell him, so gonna have to reject Spurs. Well, there you go, Shinji Kagawa has been sold and we've received about 10 million euros to our transfer budget. That is very nice indeed. How much money do we have? 48 million. We still should be getting the money from the road deal as well, but I feel like we've got enough money to bring in that centre back as well as maybe a striker. Let's see how things go. Okay guys, I just looked at the centre backs we have right now. Akanji, Diallo and Zagadou. They're actually really good. We don't really need to sign a top world-class centre-back, at least for now this season. I think we can put the money elsewhere, like maybe that striker position where we actually need someone to make an impact as well. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sign a, 75 to 76 rated centre-back who's not going to cost us much money, and we'll use that player for rotation. And I think Akanji is going to be the leader of this defense, and Diallo and Zagadou are going to fight for that spot. That's how career mode should be. It's time to promote Diallo now to the first team, and that's what we're going to be doing, guys. He's now going to be a starting 11 player, so that's how things are going to go. But let's go ahead and sign that backup centre-back. Okay, so the player I've kind of scouted and want to try and bring in is Ibrahima Konate, the 19-year-old centre-back who plays for RB Leipzig. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have too much information on him, so I don't know the kind of offer I'm going to be putting in, but I want to sign this guy. He should be about 75, 76 rated right now, and he's got a great potential. I think he'll be a good backup option for us, and of course, we can have Diallo and Zagadou get the first team job done, so let's try and sign this guy. Okay, so I'm putting in a very generous offer of 10 million euros for Ibrahima Konate. Let's see what Leipzig come back and say. Well, they want 13.6 million. He's going to be a bit expensive, isn't he? Let's edit the sell-on clause. Sell-in clause? What am I even saying? Let's put it up to 25% because I don't anticipate selling this guy. Propose new transfer fee. Bring it down to 11 million euros. Now, that's what I call an offer. Let's see what they come back and say. Well, they want 13.2 million euros. You know what, I'm gonna accept it. I feel like that is still a fair offer. So 13.2 million euros for Konate, not bad at all. Okay, so this is what Konate wants. He wants an appearance bonus, which I'm going to deny, but his wages aren't that bad at all. And you know what, this seems like a bit of a steal, and we'll still have enough money to bring in a proper good striker. This just seems like a no-brainer. Let's see if Konate accepts it. He wants another 1,000 euros. We're gonna accept that. So that is our first signing of this window, and I'm really happy with this business. This is some shrewd business that we've done. We've sold a player like Toprak for a great amount of money, and we brought in a talented centre-back from one of our rivals for a really good price, and now we've got 4 really quality young centre-backs. I'm really happy with the way we've done business so far. And that's that, guys. Konate to Dortmund is a done deal. A fantastic transfer. Looking at some of his best stats, I mean, look at this. He's 6'4", right-footed, of course. 85 sprint speed. Can you even imagine him and Akanji together? It's just gonna be insane. You know, the pace that both of those players have is ridiculous. Good defensive stats as well. Obviously, we're gonna train him to, make him an even better player. I'm just so happy with the business we've done so far. I know you guys are super excited for the striker signing, but I want to wait for the road money to come in. So we're going to be playing this game against RB Leipzig away from home. This could actually be a tricky one. We still have a 10-point lead in the Bundesliga. Let's keep that intact. Usually I give a season goals update at the start of the video, but I completely forgot about it because of all the transfer window hype, so let's do it now. I'm really looking forward to potentially keeping a few clean sheets in today's episode. We're on 8, but we need to start keeping a few more, because last 2 episodes, 0 clean sheets. That has to change. A few goals from Royce and Sancho would be awesome assists as well, and I'm hoping that we can get a free kick from somewhere and we can convert, because 2 free kicks so far, just not good enough, guys. So I'm hoping we can make some good progress in today's episode. The winter break is now over. Bundesliga resumes its action, and this is the team that I'm going for. No reason for us to rest players. Everyone's fit. Alcacer, Super Marco starts as well. Witsel and Diallo now a first 11 player. I'm eager to see how he performs because Zagadou is just waiting for the opportunity to, get a start for the club. So that's the team for now. Let's see how things go. I'm looking for the win in this one. That's a good cross. Wow, what? Well, Zagadou better, get in shape because we might need to use him as one of our first choice centre-backs because that was just appalling defending. RB Leipzig have taken the lead and I'm still confused at what happened. I presume that was, you guys figured that out with my reaction. Look at that cross coming in. What? What was he doing there? I'm not even sure if it was Diallo. I think it was Akanji. It was Akanji. What on earth was he doing? He just left the defender, left the attacker completely open, and RB Leipzig have scored. I haven't seen a team play so aggressive against us. RB Leipzig are all over us, and there's nothing we can do. Their passing play, the link-up play, everything is spot on, as here's another chance for them. But, big tackle there from, of course, Diallo. We've got to improve in the second half. Or maybe we might just have a chance now before the half comes to a close. Here's Witsel, cleverly done to find Memphis Depay. Lays this one off to Paco Alcacer. And there you go, just before half time. Alcacer gets us back on level terms again. All the credit should go to Memphis Depay, who did all the work there. And also Witsel, to find him. But have a look at that. Brilliant pass from Axel Witsel. Depay controls it perfectly, lays it off to Paco, and he does the rest. 1-0, it's game on. Let's see what happens now in the second half. Sancho finding Axel Witsel. Witsel does well to find Paco Alcacer, who scores yet another goal. Do we even need another striker? Paco Alcacer just seems to score goal after goal after goal for us. There you go. An assist for Axel Witsel, his second of the game, and that was fantastic. The drag back to create some space. The pass was perfect. And Paco, first time, there you go, bang, it's a goal. 2-0 up against Leipzig, not 2-0, 2-1. And of course, we're in the lead in this game for the first time. Here goes Witsel. We know he's fairly quick. He can lay this one off to Jadon Sancho. Can he get there first? Yes, he can. Sancho gets himself a goal. That is certainly going to help us with our objective. We've come so strong in the second half that Leipzig just cannot compete. 3-1 up now, and things are going so smooth for us now. Let's keep it going, boys. We're playing some great football. Oh god, this is not looking good. Could be a chance for our opponents, and Sabitzer has scored an absolute belter of a goal in the 80th minute, meaning it is game on, and we've subbed off two crucial players. So I don't know how this is going to end, guys. Sabitzer, credit for him for that goal because it's not easy scoring from outside the box. GG's to him, but I think we're still in the advantage. Let's seal this game out. And that's that, guys. It was a nervy last few minutes of this game, but we managed to seal the game out. 3-2 against Leipzig. What a game of football, though. Witsel was superb in this game, a couple of assists, and of course, Paco Alcacer scored a really good brace. Depay was brilliant, I thought. Jadon Sancho as well with the goal, and overall, a fantastic performance and 3 points in the bag. Okay, so we have received the money from the Sebastian Road deal and we're up to about 46 million euros. And it is now finally time to sign that striker. As we have, of course, not sold goods, so we don't need to bring in that cam. We can do that next season. So maybe Kai Havertz to Borussia Dortmund next season. That could be an epic transfer. For now, though, I feel like Alcacer has too much pressure on him right now. We need to bring in someone else who can also support him in that position. So let's try and do exactly that. And you know what? For once, I'm actually going with experience rather than, just youth, because normally I make a lot of youngsters as my signings, but I feel like going into the Champions League knockout rounds, getting someone who's proven at that level, like Wissam Ben Yedder, who's 82 rated, should not be that expensive, could give us at least 3 good years. It just seems like the perfect transfer. He's a lot quicker than Paco Alcacer, so as a super sub could be immense. Maybe could actually start ahead of him, who knows, but I feel like this could be a quality transfer. 4-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot as well. He knocked out Man United, if you guys don't know, in the Champions League a few seasons ago. Was it last season? I'm not sure, but he's quality, guys, and I want to bring him in. I want to try him out. I've never used him in career mode before, so let's see if we can get this deal done. This seems like a transfer Dortmund could make in real life. Don't know why, but it just feels like that. You know what, guys? I'm actually so frustrated now. This was a player I absolutely wanted to sign. Wissam Ben Yedder, but look at this, guys. This team will not sell this player as he's too important for the club. Oh, honestly, guys, this is so frustrating. Honestly, guys, there are so many strikers I want to sign, like maybe Luka Jovic, who's doing so well in the Bundesliga right now. I want to sign him, but we can't sign him because he's out on loan at Benfica. And apart from that, we've got, of course, Piatek, who has just recently joined Milan, so we can't even sign him. Rebic, another one of those top players in the Bundesliga, doing really well this season. We can't sign him as well because he's also out on loan. Our options are so limited, guys, but I feel like I want someone in this window itself for that striker role, because I feel like Paco and Yusuf Poulsen just aren't enough. Imagine Paco gets injured, we'll be in deep shit if that happens. So we need to sign someone, and I'm so confused. Finally, guys, I think I found the man I want to bring in, and it's Josef Martinez. And the reason I want to bring him is that he's got the pace, guys. He's going to offer something completely different to what the strikers we have at the club right now offer. Like, as a super sub, I feel like Josef Martinez could have a tremendous impact for the club. He's 25. The only downside to this transfer is that he doesn't have the experience like, you know, Paco or someone. But we've got Paco, he's going to be first choice. I just need someone coming off the bench. So this might be a good deal. The bad thing is we don't really know much about him, so I'm not sure how much this is going to cost. But if I'm not wrong, he's 82 rated, so this might be expensive. We have the money though. Let's go ahead and sign him. This is probably going to be so difficult because I have no clue how much he's worth. So I'm going to start with 23 million euros. I know that seems a lot, but he's 82 rated, guys. This seems like a decent offer. And there you go. That's what I'm talking about. They want 44.2 million euros for him. My 23 million offer, I'm surprised they just didn't walk out of the room. I'm going to counter with about 32 million euros. I don't mind spending big on this because next season we'll be selling Poulsen, so we'll get some money back eventually. So 32 million euros. They want 44.2. Let's counter with 40. Try and be a bit stingy to maybe, you know, make this deal a bit cheaper. Let's see how this goes. 40 million euros. They want 44.2. You know what? We're just going to accept it. That's a big offer, guys. 44.2 million euros. I hope it's worth it, guys. I'm kind of feeling like this could be a failed transfer like Yusuf Poulsen, but I'm taking the risk, guys, because we need a striker. Honestly, I have no clue what to offer him for wages because I just have no information. So I'm gonna offer him 60,000 euros. I don't know if I'm overpaying, and I'll give him a signing bonus of 300,000. I hope he accepts it because otherwise we'll be doomed. Let's see what he comes back and says. That's a fair offer. Now I feel like I've overpaid. But anyways, Josef Martinez has moved to Borussia Dortmund from the MLS. An interesting transfer. I don't know if it's gonna be the perfect transfer for us. Only time will tell. Did I just say this transfer may not be worth it? Have a look at this. He's got 91 sprint speed, 91 agility, 90 balance, 80 freaking 9 finishing, great acceleration and even jumping, so he may score a few headers here and there. This seems like a fantastic buy, and he's only 25, so he's got a good 4, 5, 6 years even with Borussia Dortmund. This seems like a good signing, guys. Expensive, but real good. Oh man, our team right now looks really good. We haven't really made improvements to the first team. We just didn't have the funds to do that, and it was not needed as well. I'm happy with the way things are going, especially in the Bundesliga with the lead that we have. Looking at the bench though, we've made some serious improvements now, bringing in Josef Martinez. He's definitely an upgrade to, of course, Yusuf Poulsen, who's now dropped down to the reserves. But yeah, I'm eager to see what Martinez can do for us now. You know, Martinez is going to start our next game, and even Konate. We need to see them in action. Here we go, guys. Time to face Hanover, and this is the team that I've put forward. Josef Martinez makes his debut for Borussia Dortmund. Konate as well making his debut against Hanover. This seems like the perfect game for these two players to, you know, make their debut and, you know, get accustomed to this Dortmund squad and the tactics that we've got. Let's start this game and see how things go. We want the 3 points from this, and hopefully Josef can score on his debut. Here's Kasper Dolberg cutting this one back. Berkey makes the save and then we clear it away. That is good defending, I must say, from Hakimi. Hanover have made a good start to this one. Hanover again on the attack. This is not good. Akanji doing well. Releases it as well to Josef Martinez. Finds Marco Reus. This is brilliant. Here we go on the attack. Marco Reus now one-on-one with the keeper. Reus gets the shots off and a chance wasted. Credit to Josef Martinez for supplying the ball, but that's a chance we really should have taken. Here's Sancho. Sees Reus. Now Memphis Depay, who shoots first time, and what a goal from Memphis Depay. This guy is absolutely unreal. Marco Reus with the assist for this one, and Dortmund finally take the lead against Hanover. And what a goal this was. I mean, Memphis Depay, I know he's got like 3-star weak foot and all, but it doesn't seem like that. It seems like a 5-star weak foot. He scored already so many goals with his weak foot for us, and that was first time, and just bang in the back of the net. What a goal from Depay. And here goes Jadon Sancho with all his pace. Jadon Sancho on the attack for us. Still Sancho. Whips in a terrific cross. Memphis Depay with the header. Again Depay with the header, and this time it's in. I'm not sure Sancho's going to get the assist for that or not, but Dortmund make it 2-0 against Hanover. Memphis Depay scoring a bit of a dodgy goal, but you know what? I'll take it. Depay now again with the brace. He is just on fire this season, but you know what? Credit to Sancho for that cross. It was inch perfect. Okay, this is great. Sancho did get the assist for that goal. That is awesome, guys. So another assist for Sancho. It's been a decent debut from Martinez, but it's time to sub him off for Paco Alcacer. I'm also going to be bringing on Julian Weigl for Witzel, and off goes Sancho for Christian Pulisic. There you have it, guys. We get the clean sheet, we get the 3 points, a fantastic result for the club. Memphis Depay getting the job done. Good to see Sancho getting an assist as well, but overall, positive performance. Konate on his debut getting a clean sheet. It's been a solid episode for us, guys. Look at this, guys. Yusuf Poulsen is disappointed with the role he has at the club. Well, you're not going to be getting much game time, mate. You're just not good enough for this Dortmund team. And I can't even sell this guy. It's just so frustrating the way career mode functions at times. But anyways, he's going to be at the club, probably in the reserves. I might give him a game here and there. We'll see what happens. But I doubt Poulsen is going to be used any longer in this Dortmund series. 19 games into the Bundesliga season, and we are 10 points ahead of Bayern Munich. It is literally our title to lose right now. We are in such a comfortable position in the league. Let's keep doing it, guys. I genuinely feel like we can win the Bundesliga this season with Dortmund. Next episode, though, is going to be mental. I'm not sure if we're going to be making any more signings. We don't really have the money. A potential swap deal or something, or maybe if Götze gets sold, who knows, but I'm very happy with the team we have. You know, we've got a very strong bench as well now. Like, look at this. Dahoud, Götze, Pulisic, Martinez. It's a really good bench. And our first team is getting the job done as well. You know, Depay, Reus, Alcacer, all are just superb players to have. Next episode, though, we've got the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 against Liverpool. That's going to be a mental game of football. Can't wait for that. 3 Bundesliga games as well. It's going to be a bit of a cracking episode, I must say. A slow episode for our season goals, but then again, we've only played a couple of games in today's episode because of all the transfer window hype. So 9 clean sheets now, which means we are on track to complete that objective. The same can be said for the Super Marco Challenge. 19 goal contributions with Marco Reus. We still haven't had much luck with free kicks. 5 free kicks this season might prove to be a difficult objective. And Jadon Sancho now 8 out of 20. That's impressive. I'm really hoping he can get that objective done. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a forfeit, guys, which is not going to be good. Time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode. And again, no surprises at all. Memphis Depay involved in the nominations. He's your first nominee. Another fantastic episode from him. He was superb in the last game that we just played. Your second nominee is going to be Axel Witsel. I thought he was superb from midfield. A couple of assists in that first game, and overall he was just dominant in the midfield. So you guys get to decide who wins player of the episode. Make sure to click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote. And that's that for this one. Can't wait for the next episode, guys. Liverpool in the Champions League. That's going to be mental. Potentially some deadline day action. We'll see what other transfers have gone down during the course of this window. But hopefully you guys are enjoying this Dortmund Career Mode series. And if you guys are, I would really appreciate a like, because it really helps the channel. And if you're watching my content for the very first time, do subscribe for more FIFA 19 Career Mode content. And I shall see you guys next time.